You don't open your phone because you're bored. You open it because silence feels uncomfortable. Put your phone down for just 30 seconds. No music, no podcast, no scrolling. Notice what happens. Your brain immediately starts searching for an escape. Not because you're weak, because silence forces you to confront yourself. Albert Camus had a name for this feeling: the absurd, the collision between our desperate need for meaning and a universe that offers no clear answers. We want life to explain itself. The universe stays silent, so we fill the silence ourselves, anything but the uncomfortable space where our own thoughts begin to speak. Maybe we've forgotten how to be alone with our own minds. Running from silence isn't just costing you your attention, it's costing you the one ability that makes you uniquely human. Imagine a man pushing an enormous boulder up a mountain. Every step hurts. Finally, he reaches the top, and the rock rolls all the way back down. Tomorrow he does it again. It's also your morning routine. You wake up, open your phone, scroll until you've reached the bottom of the feed, close the app, sleep, wake up. The hill has reset. The rock has reset. Yesterday's scrolling bought you nothing today. Most people push this digital boulder without ever asking why. Distraction has become emotional survival. When life feels uncertain, we refresh, swipe, scroll, search. We keep hoping the next notification will finally make us feel complete. Freedom doesn't come from escaping the mountain. It comes from realizing the mountain is yours. The struggle doesn't disappear. You simply stop pretending there's another one you'd rather climb. Imagine your attention is a powerful searchlight in a dark forest. When the beam stays still, it reveals hidden paths, stones beneath your feet, and eventually the stars above. That's how deep thinking works. Meaning isn't found instantly, it slowly appears. Now imagine someone fills the forest with thick fog. The searchlight is still working just as hard, but the light scatters everywhere. It never reaches the ground. That's what modern distraction does to your mind. Notifications, short videos, constant stimulation. Your brain feels busy all day, but busyness isn't the same as clarity. You're spending enormous mental energy without giving your mind enough uninterrupted time. The tragedy isn't that we're thinking too little, it's that we're rarely thinking long enough. The person who learns to see clearly becomes almost impossible to ignore. Here's something strange about being human. We can step outside ourselves. We can look at our own lives like we're watching someone else's movie. The job interviews, the awkward conversations, the likes, the promotions, the heartbreaks. Then we zoom out. 100 years from now, almost nobody will remember us. 1,000,000 years from now, even the mountains will be different. Thomas Nagel argued that this is where absurdity comes from. We can see how small our lives are, yet we can't stop caring about them. Maybe that's okay. He thought it should make us laugh. We're the only creatures capable of recognizing the joke and continuing anyway. That realization isn't depressing, it's liberating. Once the universe stops telling you who to become, you're finally free to decide for yourself. Most people think courage looks like climbing mountains, starting companies, giving speeches. Sometimes courage is much quieter. Sometimes courage is sitting alone in a room, without reaching for your phone, without needing constant reassurance, without demanding that every moment be productive. There is a strange strength in becoming comfortable with uncertainty. Once you stop demanding that life constantly justify itself, you begin noticing things you couldn't see before. The warmth of sunlight, a conversation that isn't rushed, the taste of coffee, the satisfaction of finishing difficult work. Life becomes vivid again. Not because the world changed, because you finally stopped running through it. Silence transforms from something you fear into something that quietly restores you. Camus ended his essay with one of the most famous lines in philosophy. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. At first that sounds ridiculous. Why would anyone be happy pushing a rock forever? Because the rock no longer owns him. He owns the struggle. And maybe that's what we've forgotten. We're always waiting to feel motivated, waiting for certainty, waiting for life to finally begin. but life has been happening the entire time. Every difficult workout, every focused hour, every uncomfortable conversation, every quiet evening with your own thoughts. The ability to pay attention, to stay present, to choose your own direction. Stillness isn't the absence of life, it's the place where your life finally catches up with you. The absurd isn't something you solve, it's something you learn to live with. So here's a challenge. For the next 30 days, spend 5 minutes every day doing absolutely nothing. No phone, no music, no podcast, no plans. Just sit. Your mind will fight you. It will invent reasons to leave. It will crave stimulation. Stay anyway. Every time you resist the urge to escape, you're teaching your brain something important, that you don't need constant distraction to be okay. That quiet confidence becomes something no notification can ever give you. This isn't just a productivity habit, it's how you slowly become the author of your own life. The universe may never hand you a purpose. Maybe it was never supposed to. Maybe meaning was always something you built, one choice, one conversation, one quiet moment at a time. So here's my question for you. If life comes without a script, what are you going to write before the curtain falls? If this video made you think differently, leave your answer in the comments. Like the video if it helped. Subscribe if you want more ideas that make life a little deeper and a little clearer. Until next time.